All right, so we're live. Thank you. All right, what's going on, guys? Welcome again to another episode we just dropped. This is pretty cool. So today we want to really talk about some crazy topics like ultra processed foods and how it affect like humans and how it's affecting our bodies nowadays. Because it's
Mhm.
so crazy where people don't really realize how much food has just evolved over the past years, and usually nobody don't really say anything to these things. It's just when you see things like how what's the it's the FDA, the people who like do foods, like they regulate the food that's in. So the
Yeah.
FDA so people don't really realize that the FDA just skim through a lot of foods, and a lot of foods right now that's on our shelves,
Mhm.
it's just really affecting us negatively. And I don't think people really realize how fucked things are getting. This is
Mhm.
why foods out there, everything just becoming nicer and nicer and nicer. There's a reason why shit's so delicious, bro. It's a reason why it's like you would eat something and it just insanely good, and then it's actually too good. You get to a point where it's too good, bro.
Too
And then
rich.
yeah, like you're too rich. And all right, so say for instance, like uh a can of Pringles, right?
Mhm.
So a can of Pringles where it's so insane where that's just potato chips. That just should be potato chips. However, a can of Pringles is so insane where you would see like, all right, I want to look up a can of Pringles and just
Gonna
look
see
at
the
like the
ingredients.
ingredients. Yeah, because the ingredients should just actually be what's in the can of Pringles should actually be just potato chips, oil, and salt. That's literally what Pringles are.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be anything else. However,
What?
you have so much more additives and just compounding
Zoom
products.
in. Zoom in as well.
How do I zoom in?
Zoom in on your browser wherever. Just get it
With
to like 150 or something.
zoom. Don't see zoom option. Oh, found zoom.
Awesome. So the writing is legible
All right.
or
So you can
readable.
actually see, yeah, you can actually see the zoom. So you can see zoomed right now. So in a full on can of Pringles where things should just be like legitimate, you have things you have things like this, bro,
Mhm.
where remember a can of Pringles is three ingredients: the potatoes, salt, and like oil.
Yeah.
Nowadays, the dry the can of Pringles just look some stuff like this, where you have stuff like maltodextrin, mono, and, and digit. I don't even know what I don't even know
Yeah.
what that is, bro. But it get to a point where things just don't make sense anymore, and these things are just in foods just to enhance the taste and to make it just more delicious or just taste better to the tongue. And then you would just wonder why you can binge eat like two can of this. Why can you eat so much of this? And it's just nice and it tastes
Mm.
different every time. It's just because it's just engineered to let you like it. It literally engineered to let you like it like this to a point where things just don't even make sense anymore. The things that you're eating doesn't make sense anymore, right? So you're checking up or maltodextrin, white powder derives from plant starches such as corn, rice, involving cooking enzymic acids, hydrolysis, and drying commonly used. So these are just the additives, bro. These are just additives where I feel like yeah, it enhance the taste and it actually make it taste good. But what do these things do to your body over a compounding period of time? What do these compounds do to your body? Certain foods that I was eating, bro, that we grew up eating, like
Mhm.
bun, like regular bun, like Jamaican bun and stuff like that. You know
All
that
right,
they have a
hold on.
banned substance. Yeah,
Not
they have
to
a
not to
banned
rag
substance.
on Jamaican food, but it's very unhealthy. Like there's a
Yeah,
part
bro.
in the supermarket where shit is just shit nice, you know. Like you're
Right.
talking some cheese bread, some cheese swirls, some donuts.
All
It's like some heavy carb stuff, and I'm like, oh my god, like
right.
this
So you
is
see, even
serious.
in the donuts. All right. So you see in the donuts, right?
Yeah,
You see, you know, you ever see that jelly donut, the red one,
the raspberry one.
the raspberry one? All right. So
Yeah,
how do you think they achieve those red colors? They have
not
something in
sure.
it called red 40, bro. So
Oh,
look
the
up red
coloring.
40. Yeah, the coloring. So they use red 40, and that's a banned coloring in like a bunch of different countries, bro.
Really?
Yeah, bro. So they use red 40 to get those type of colors to any food with color. All right, so it's also known as Alora Red. It's a synthetic food dye commonly used in vibrant, used in various product raspberry. It used to give the jelly a vibrant red color. It's particularly appealing in products like raspberry jelly and that are associated with bright, rich colors. So look at that. So when you see that stuff, bro, you just see stuff like, okay, if I see red 40 in that shit, why is it banned? So look
Yeah.
up why is it banned and what state is it banned in and why is it banned?
Here's a tweet from, I guess, Doc Amen, mentioned that brain imaging studies at Amen Clinic showed that red dye 40 could significantly alter brain function and increase activity throughout the brain, leading to increased impulsivity, irritability, anxiousness,
Mm,
fearfulness, and unpredictability. Very
that's insane.
interesting.
That's in your
Let's
food,
see
bro.
where it's banned. Let's see. But it says, sadly, all major brands, G Fuel, Gamer Supplements, Advanced, might have it in. Banned in some countries due to concerns about potential health effects. It is banned in countries like Norway and Austria.
Wow.
However, in the United States, it is still legal for use in food products, despite concerns raised by some health advocates.
It's,
This
it's
discrepancy in regulation reflects the different approaches to food safety and additive approval between countries. Wow. That
but that's what I'm
banned in
saying,
UK
bro.
and Switzerland.
This is what I'm saying. So why is this substance banned in countries like that? And then why are they not like looking into the fact that okay, why these countries ban it? Why is it still being sold in America? Why is it still being sold in third world countries? Why do people not look at these things and just wonder, hey, is this right? Why are we
Yeah.
eating this? Usually when you ever see a lot of people have like insane acne.
Mhm.
So insane acne just come from the compounding of like seed oils and soybean oils and stuff like that. Usually when you use your regular cooking oil, so people that use if you use a regular cooking oil and you see on it that and it mark vegetable oil, there's no vegetables in there. There's
Mm.
no vegetables. The only vegetable that's in there is soybean oil or some soybean like citric acid or some shit like that, right?
Mhm.
And then you have that and you consuming that, and then you have all this, you have a skincare routine, you have your shit going on, and you're saying, oh shit, the skincare routine not working, or that's a scam, or some shit when and then you're stuffing vegetable oil all day, cooking your chicken, frying your eggs, doing all this shit, and then you're wondering, why is this negatively affected my skin? Or you see people saying that, oh yeah, bro, it's like I have bad skin, but then you see them stuff like a freaking hot dog or some shit, or some buy from some restaurant that just use vegetable oil, which is not really vegetable, it's just soybean. It's literally just soybean they just grind up and then
Mm.
they use that as like a thing. But I just look at the fact like, bro, if we never look into the things that we used to eat, dog, and like
Mm.
just say, hey, is this shit good for me? Because you grew up eating them, you know. So at no point you kind of, at no point it don't really. you don't really startle that, oh shit, this shit might affect me negatively, because you don't see anything wrong with it. And then when you see people talk about health, they don't really tell you that these simple things do anything. It's just a bun. It's just some chips.
If you actually look at the ingredients on the bun, like a bun, say the round bun,
Right.
do you know how much calories is in that?
No, I never really look at how
It's
much
like
calories.
560, which is
Five,
a crazy
60.
560. And then if you look at
What?
the carbohydrates, really high as well, probably like 50 grams carbs. If you look at
Insane,
tropical
bro.
rhythm, is 260 calories. Butter,
Whoa.
this is like 20 calories. If you actually look at them, like
Let's
they're
go.
higher than
Awesome.
you expect. They're
Wow,
way
bro,
higher
like
than you
that's
expect.
what.
This is 20
But this is
calories.
the shit. This is the shit that I'm talking about, bro. Like, at what point do a person like say, "Hey, I won't, I can't eat no more of this," or can you look at the fact? Because I don't think there's nothing wrong with consuming it overall, but it's just when you're
Mhm.
compoundingly consuming it, bro. When you're eating shit like that over and over again, it now just
Yeah.
become like bad for you. It just negatively affect your health when that stuff, when I see that shit. And then you know what's crazy? Majority of it is just majority of the fast food that we see, bro. You ever seen how drive-throughs kind of, I don't know, them kind of like lower you in? You ever seen, you ever
Also,
seen the signs of that?
is
You ever
it the
seen the signs of how
convenience?
drive-throughs? Well, yeah, they make it so convenient. So this is why drive-throughs are so convenient, because at first they used to have like stuff like drive-ins, like
Mhm.
long time ago. So long time ago, they had shit like drive-ins. So drive-in is where you could just drive up. You could drive directly to the window of the restaurant. It's like a drive-through theater. You ever see those
Mhm.
drive-in theaters? So drive-in theaters are like long time ago theaters that you people used to have. And let me see if I can look it up, and somebody can see what it is. Drive-in theater. So people used to have these things in the past. So you can just drive up and you can get like a sandwich or something, and then you can watch a movie. It used to be pretty cool, bro. And I think people start realizing the convenience, because as soon as people start adapt just getting food on the go, like getting food on the fly or drive in restaurants. Restaurant, 1960s. So driving restaurants. It used to look something like this. This is like a typical driving restaurant where you would drive your car up, and then you would be able to order order a meal. Let me see if I can even grab it. So I think that's it. I think that's the best you guys can see right now, bro. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh gosh. Yeah, I don't think you can see anything any crazier. But that's
There,
just
there's,
that's just
you
how
know,
I
there's
look at.
drive-through convenience stores in Ohio. Like you go to the, say, a gas station and you drive through. I've never saw one before, but I saw it on TikTok. I never saw one before.
Well, I didn't even know that, bro. But these are what people used to use. These are what people used to use for drive-throughs. And like now, how it designed where you go up to these drive-throughs. You ever see the menu? The menu scientifically a lot like it designed to make your order more. You know that, like insane
Really?
upsell strategies. So a lot of people always in the drive-throughs, and you ever notice certain things just highlighted more, and it's
Oh, wow.
usually if they're trying like a new product or something. And then what the strategy kind of crazy is a reason why them let certain drive-throughs narrow in a one way, where when it's so narrowed, bro, you imagine you change your mind mid ordering, right?
Yeah.
You would just be like, oh, I don't want this no more. No, you're locked in by 4 cars. You can't
Well,
even
you
move.
shouldn't be in the line. You shouldn't be in the line in
It
the
shouldn't,
first place.
it shouldn't be the line, but that's the thing, bro. But it's like they push these things in your face to a point where you can't miss it. It hard for just say, okay, I can't, I don't want to order this today. Or if you decide you want to go in there and order something else, what going to happen is McDonald's now investing so much money in AI boards that it can use your license plate and remember your orders and then try to push you more of that stuff in an upsell
Mm.
form, right?
Okay,
So
okay.
McDonald's right now, bro, McDonald's investing in it, Starbucks going to invest in it. Just just the AI memory stuff, bro. That literally
Mm.
gonna make it be possible where you you're in a drive-through, you pull up to just order a coffee because you order a coffee every morning before work or some shit. And then all of a sudden this drive-through now just remember your license plate. And then once you remember your license plate, it can it just all of a sudden when you go up to the board, it just highlight the thing that you always get. And then just say,
Yeah.
hey, this morning your coffee is free if you buy um this sandwich or egg
Mm.
sausage and cheese sandwich or whatever. And then no, it's like you are ordering more things on top of what you need to order. So I see that as like a crazy strategy of getting you to buy something that you never really need, or getting you to
Yeah.
just take advantage of their food without even like really needing it. And just things like that, how I look at a regular burger. So a regular burger from even McDonald's, bro. You know that if you put it down in a room, it just don't spoil. You know
Really?
that.
What do you mean it doesn't spoil?
It doesn't spoil. McDonald's burger doesn't. It just take a while before it just go bad. Like, all right, hold on. Let's look at the McDonald's burger ingredients because I look at stuff like this, bro, and I just can't believe they're giving us these things. Look at it. This is a Big Mac. This
Yeah.
is a Big Mac ingredients list right now. This is crazy. So we have like enriched flour. So just in one Big Mac right now, they have enriched flour, flour wheat, malted barley, flour, niacin, iron, thiamine, mononitrate, riboflavin, folic acid, water, sugar, yeast, soybean oil, contains 2% or less salt, wheat, gluten, sesame seeds, flour. Bro, this is crazy. This is just one. This should just be beef, you know. You know that this just should be
Well,
one thing, beef. Like, why is it not just one beef? Like, why all this shit? Why do I need xanthan gum? Why do I need that? Why do I need that in my burger or some shit?
mhm.
You're literally supposed to just have beef burger. That's it. You shouldn't have any other bullshit. They give you like a paragraph. You know what I use to not eat certain things anymore, bro?
What's that?
So whenever I see something and before I nerd out on it, dog, if I can't pronounce the word, I just don't get it. I just don't get it because it's like if I should, say for instance, I should buy like a bag of French fries because it's supposed to just be potatoes. On that bag of French fries, you have everything else, and then you have potatoes. So you give you
Mhm.
like a paragraph of things. I'll just go buy the potatoes. Just buy the direct potatoes and just eat the potatoes. That's it. Like that's basically all you should need in that thing, bro. But usually, I would see people just say, "Oh, no big deal. It's just French fries, bro. Like you look at the bag, it's nice. What do you mean? It's healthy. It's healthy. It's just potatoes." But
Mhm.
really and truly, it's not potatoes. You understand? And I just see these things as like just a way to just furtherly kill us on this fucking earth, bro. You just have to be very, very mindful of these
Yeah.
things. You can't lack.
Mhm.
What do you think on it? Like, how do you choose what you eat nowadays?
I mean, I still eat some junk at times, but
How
for the
how
most,
much? Like,
I mean,
what's like a junk that you feel like you hard for you to give up?
not hard for me to give up, but I still eat
But what you find yourself
burgers
eating?
and stuff sometimes. I have burgers and fries, wings sometimes too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure what's the reason behind it, why the food is so bad, as in when it comes to ingredients. But I mean, we live in a place where there's an abundance of it. If you don't exercise or do anything outside of it, it really starts to compound on you. But
But it's just all right. So I just look at it as how much it can shape your body, how much it shape how you look, and even how you
mhm,
feel. Because I didn't know that food basically affect how you feel, right?
mhm,
You did you know that?
yeah, I mean,
So I didn't know that, bro. I'm recently learning all these things, dog. Seeing that, okay, just how what the type of food you eat, the it just causes different hormones and it causes different emotions that's happening
so do
with your
you
body. So
completely cut out processed foods now?
I wouldn't say completely because it's like I tried, but it's also hard. What I do is I just cut it down dramatically, bro, like
Do you eat any
drastically.
breads, any sausages,
So I
any
still, yeah,
bologna,
so I still
bacon?
eat bread. I still eat bread, but now I just try to eat like wheat bread. So wheat bread overall, I try to eat not like I try to just buy the one that I know for a fact that doesn't have a lot of soybean oil and stuff like that, or just not made with any soybean oil. Because usually now they put on the bag fully that don't consume soybean oil, or this doesn't contain soybean oil. And this
Mhm.
is because for a woman, it's not really a bad thing, but for a man, what soy does is soy enhances estrogen. So the consumption of soy, it's the main source of estrogen. So for women to get like ever see women and it just if a woman want to increase their boob size, you just like you literally just eat a bunch of soy. That's it. And then what it does is if your estrogen increase, it lowers your testosterone for a man,
Mhm.
right? So every time estrogen increase in your body, testosterone go down. So I try my best to not increase the estrogen, and then yeah, I try my best to not increase the estrogen that I consume. So every time I see something that consumes soybean oil or soybeans, I have to just not consume it because it directly affects the testosterone as a man because it increases
Mhm.
estrogen in your body. So I try like stuff like that, bro, cause things like gynecomastia. So gynecomastia is when like your boobs start grow to a
Mhm.
point where you're wondering why your boobs are growing as a man, bro. Like so
Yeah.
your chest start increasing size, and it it's not in a good way. It's just like pushing out, and the more soybean stuff you consume, is the more that increase. So if you're not knowledgeable on these topics and know about these things, bro, you end up with a situation where you just negatively affect your own body without even knowing. Like you're unknowingly affecting it because even if you feel like you're doing the right things, the things that you are doing are counter attacking the things that you are doing. You understand? So you end up just I don't know, like it squits out like so even if you do a bunch of good habits and then you go do the bad habit just squits out the entire good habits that you did they're doing in the first place. You understand? So what is it?
Yeah.
What Grok saying about
It's
soybean
just a
oil?
mixture. It's just saying one area of concern for some men is the potential for soy to increase estrogen levels. So
Right.
some studies are saying yes, some are saying no, but there is probably still a valid point there.
It's guaranteed, bro. Because of course those studies are gonna tell you a bunch of shit. Like if you look at the if you look at the pyramid, you ever see the food pyramid, the stuff that they tell you to consume? that they say is good to
Yeah.
consume. Like that pyramid. Soybean oil is on there. It's there. It's telling you to consume it. A lot of these things, bro, it's telling you to consume it because they don't realize certain effects until certain period of time. And remember, a lot of foods right now that people consume, you don't even know how it gonna affect your body. You don't even know it. Look at that
Mm-hmm.
shit. So a lot of that stuff, bro, they just tell you, hey, yeah, consume this. Yeah, that's good for you. Fats and oils. So it's like a lot of them, if you don't look into the exact things, you just don't even realize that this shit is just not that's recommended. These things are recommended for you to actually have. Look, they're recommending alcohol, moderation, not for everyone. I understand it's not for everyone, but bro, come on.
Mm-hmm.
You can't do this. You can't do this. I try my best, bro, to just I have to moderate all the stuff that I actually eat. Hold on, bro. Bro, yes, brother. And I have to moderate those things I'm not actually eat, bro, and actually look deep directly into the things that matter, which is I don't know. I try to even not eat a bunch of chicken with like hormones in it as well. So now I probably I only we now stop by certain vegetables in Stop and Shop. We don't buy certain vegetables anymore in Stop and Shop. What we buy them in is Morning Glory. So now we're about to get like a Morning Glory membership just
Mm-hmm.
so we can get the fresh foods off the farm.
Okay.
Because it's just all the preservatives from Stop and Shop that
Mm-hmm.
or any supermarket overall. Remember, we're not talking about they don't really concern about your health. They're
Mm-hmm.
more concerned about the bottom line of their spreadsheet
Yeah.
than how you feel. You get what I'm saying? Or what's good for you. So I
Yeah.
would see the stuff, bro, and I'm just like, all right, Stop and Shop look healthy and all, but what's their true purpose? My health or their bottom line or their balance sheet. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So now all the preservatives they use. So think about it from a company perspective, right? So if I'm a company and I'm trying to preserve my bottom line, I want to make sure that health isn't my biggest priority right now. The biggest priority right now is the shelf life of the food, is how long the food gonna last, and how fast I can get it sold. And if it's not sold, I need it to stay on the shelf until it's sold. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna buy the things that has longer shelf life preservatives in there, right? And then those shelf life preservatives, it doesn't it's not yet proven what it do to your body over compound years of because them
Mm-hmm.
just invent them. Them just invent those things to make food last longer on shelves, right?
Yeah.
Because when food lasts longer on shelf, they now have like a longer time before them can sell it. And now Stop and Shop or Market Basket or whatever supermarket, they don't have to keep throwing out those foods and buying new foods. They don't have to keep doing that. You understand? Because to run a supermarket, bro, it's very, very insanely hard because you have like the shelf life of products fighting against you, right? So imagine certain things that just not selling. Imagine if you just buy crates and crates of stuff and it just don't sell.
Yeah.
So if it don't sell, you don't just want to throw that out. You would want it last longer until it sell, right?
Yeah.
But that's just how I feel like this is why we stop really buy those type of vegetables from there only in desperate times if you don't really have it, and something happen like if it's too late, if Morning Glory too late and you're desperate or something like that, then probably you just buy it from there. However, we just try our best to like as them bring it off the farm. Same with eggs,
Mm-hmm.
right off the farm, right off the farm, eggs, vegetables, all that shit. It's the only way, bro, because a lot of those things are cancer causing agents, you know, cancer causing
Yeah.
agents, and I understand that you can't really prevent it. You can prevent it, but you have to just try harder than the average person, especially nowadays. If you don't try harder, you're just gonna become a victim. That's
Mm-hmm.
just what I see.
Mm.
Well, you know, but
Yeah, man.
what's your take on this stuff though? Like how you feel like you go control your
I
food
I'm not
consumption?
worried about other people. I mean, I do my own thing. Right now, I just more during the week. I would just do say salmon, Brussels sprouts, sweet potato, and it's probably
Mm.
one meal for the day. I just fast. I just don't eat
One meal per
breakfast.
day.
I just find breakfast unnecessary at times, and just eat in the evening. It's pretty
Mm.
easy. Keeps me kind of focused as well. Like keep my mind sharp when I'm not
Mm.
like sedated by food during the week.
Well, that's crazy, bro. But
Keeps me hungry.
you only eat one meal for the day
Yeah.
every day.
During the weeks, usually. Sometimes on the weekend I might buy food.
Whoa. So
But
you all right? So that's you don't. So you don't have like a specific menu of stuff that you eat.
I try to keep it simple, so I would just the sweet potato, Brussels sprouts, and mushrooms, and then for the meat, salmon or ribs. That's
Mm,
pretty much it.
bro, that's crazy, dog. Like,
Yeah.
no, I eat the same thing every day. So I would like make. I don't know, I would cook on a Sunday or like times right now. I would cook on a Sunday, and then what I would do is just eat the same thing throughout the entire week. So I
Okay.
try, yeah,
What's
I
an
try.
example?
So example, like I would make probably like some chicken, grilled chicken, barbecue chicken. I would grill the chicken and then just throw like some barbecue sauce on it.
Is
Just
barbecue sauce healthy?
it's not half of it is not. That's why you have to buy the reduced sugar one. So you buy
Okay,
the one with
because
the
I know it
reduced sugar.
naturally has a lot of sugar.
Yeah, you do definitely have naturally a lot of sugar. So you have to buy the one with like reduced sugar, or just the more plain natural ingredient ones.
You
There's
probably
always
should
one,
not have any barbecue sauce.
huh?
That's you probably shouldn't have any. It's
You
very
shouldn't have
processed.
any, bro. But barbecue sauce so good, dog. It's hard. You can't really escape barbecue sauce, dog. You can't escape barbecue sauce,
Oh
bro.
my
Like
gosh.
what else you put on chicken? There's no other ingredients.
You don't
Nothing
have
else
just don't
exists.
put anything.
Nothing else exists, bro. Only barbecue sauce exists. You understand? And he's like, well, when I do this, it's the same. It's probably the same as you, bro. Sweet potatoes, some form of vegetables, probably like asparagus, and I just move on. I try my best to. I eat rice still, but I just try to cut down the amount of rice. But it's mainly because I want bulk, so I kind of do it for the carbs.
Yeah, you would need the carbs for real.
Yeah, to bulk to try to get up in carbs. Look at that.
So in
Mm.
this, you got 110 calories, 28-gram carb, 26-gram sugars, 1 gram protein.
Your sweet baby rays. That it's really sweet, bro. It's really sweet. That one is really,
Yeah,
really. You have
but it's just
really,
like example.
you definitely have to moderate yourself when you're eating shit like this, dog.
Yeah.
It's crazy, bro. Like,
Would you say you have a higher metabolism?
I
Is
think
it
so,
easy
bro.
for you to get fat?
No, it's not. It's not easier. But remember, you don't have to be fat to be unhealthy.
Fair enough, fair enough.
You understand? Like you can look you can look slim and shit, but try run a mile, try
Hmm,
run a
hmm.
lot. You understand? So that's just how I look at it like this, bro. This is why I'm doing the 5K next week.
Hmm.
I'm doing a 5K marathon next week, bro. And that right there, my friend, will prove the fittest of the fittest.
Have you ever done a 5K before?
I do it almost every day.
You like recently you've been training. I'm talking about a competition.
No, not a competition. No, bro. I never done a competition before, but it's like comparing to my times now,
Hmm.
and like every time I ask somebody, like, what your time? What your time? The times they tell me, dog, is some bullshit time, bro. Like, I'm
Really?
like, what? I smashed them times. Those times smashed all the time, bro. Like, all right, some people would tell me to do 2.5 miles. It would take them like 15 minutes. It take me 10 minutes. 10 minutes to do that. Easy.
Damn,
Or sometimes 9 minutes.
that's solid.
2.5 miles. Guaranteed. And then oh shit. All right. So yeah, let's move forward. So the 2.5 miles, I would crush that and I would go crazy. So let's just see what happens. Especially I'll probably go and post the results here about
Awesome.
that race. About that race
When
itself.
will it be compared to the recording? What day is it?
It's the 23rd. It's the 23rd of
23rd.
this month. Yeah,
Okay.
23rd of this month. So we
And
should
that's
be
a
there.
Thursday.
Thursday should be, yep. And I'm
Alright.
gonna run that. Yeah, so that should be insane.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm going. You probably need to come to that, dog.
We'll
You come
see.
to
We'll see.
that. Well, all right. Next topic. Let's go. Let's go forward.
You last week you wanted to talk about the money in formula to kind of have ChatGPT spit out a money in formula business by inputting what makes a money in formula business. So we actually wanted to see that. So can you describe the money in formula for
All
our
right. So
business?
you probably have to reiterate the words that I use. So when I talk about money in formula, so it's starting a business with little to no startup cost. So it's rethinking the normal way of how people would start a company, because utilizing every single tool that the 2024 and modern technology has given you in order to not spend any money starting a business. And yeah, so that's that to me. So like, sorry, the money informer is the company. Let's learn no start. Of course, rethinking normal way of thinking of how you start a company. They utilize modern technology in order to not spend any money starting a business. So all right. So and then you want to add in. I'm trying to think about how you can put this in words by using systems just like pre-ordering or people paying in advance before they get the product in, and then using the money paid to really kickstart the business itself. They're using modern technology in order to not spend any money in the business by using systems pre-order and taking deposits and using money paid by a customer who wants the service. Yes, money prepaid. It has to be prepaid by a customer for the service or capital, and then using the money paid to make the business happen. Okay. So that to me right there is the money in formula.
So this is ChatGPT, GPT-4,
GPT-4.
and can actually show you how it spits out stuff. This is saying crowd-funded products use platforms like Kickstarter to gather funds through pre-orders.
Right.
This model allows you to assess demand before the product is made and use the funds collected to cover manufacturing and distribution costs. Print on demand. Start a business selling custom design products such as t-shirts, mugs, posters without holding inventory. Subscription boxes. This is more selling things, not really a lot of service-based stuff.
Well, those are services though. That SaaS business right there, that's a service. That
Yes.
if you scroll up again, you just passed another service.
Event planning.
Event planning.
Yes.
Some courses and workshops. Courses and workshops,
Yes.
some of those can be services as well.
Okay.
And a lot of these things and certain subscriptions as well, certain subscriptions can be services. So it's just to basically utilize what you have now, and then that right there, bro, is basically all you need sometimes to just start a company. You don't really need a bunch of bullshit like any add-ons, or if you need a bunch of startup capital, like a bunch of money spent. I don't know. I don't find that cool where you want to start a business, but then you go broke starting the business like that. That don't make sense to me. So there's no way you can try to start a business and then you go broke doing it. A business, the point of the business is to make money, not to get you broke.
Yeah.
So I don't really see that making sense to me. Every time somebody tell me something about a business or something like that, I just don't look at it as like, once I hear them start tell me they need to spend before them even make any money, like nobody don't tell me shit about making any money. I'll know they just tell me the stuff they need to buy for the business, and I'm like, bro, ask yourself this question: if you had $0 and you need to start a business to save your life, how are you telling me that you need to spend first before you start the business? Like how? Like why? Why you need to do that? That just don't make sense. So you probably end up just doing business backwards. I call that backward business. Like the backward business, I call that to me, bro. So you understand? But all right. So next thing, you wait. You want go any more on this topic? You feel like you want to explore any more?
Not really, because it's your concept more than mine.
Well, that's true. Still, it should be everybody's concept though, because that shit's serious.
No, we're not sharing concepts. You're sharing your concept, and I can share my concept. But that's something you run by more than me, because I might even share something differently where I would probably buy the tool before even getting the job. I have a $2,000 press tool, and I have bought the tool with my money before getting the plumbing job. But then when the plumbing job comes up, I can go and do the job because I already have the press tool. So I can't.
I mean, well, that's kind of different though. That's kind of different because that's a specific thing, because you gonna always use that tool for other jobs.
Same like a cleaner's equipment, they're gonna use it, but the way you speak about it is they should get the money first. But I might.
Yeah, but that's when you just all right. So, say for instance, you have the skill and knowledge of knowing what it takes to like use the press tool, right? So you have the skill and knowledge there, and you basically know for a fact that okay, this tool will outlive what I paid for it, right? That's the whole concept of it. Because so it don't make sense if you buy it before or after. It would make sense for real if you buy it like after you start making some money. But to be honest, with that specific tool, you cannot make money unless you have that tool.
Yeah, you know what I did, which was kind of a mess up. I bought a manual press tool. So it's one that you have to use the strength and crank it. And I was in a crawl space and I'm like, motherfucker, like this is so hard. I'm wasting my time right now. Like I spent $200 on the manual one, and the automatic one is $2,000. I was like, yo, fuck it, let me just buy it. And the jobs came, some outside shower jobs came, just paid for it. And
look at it. Look at it. But what I'm saying is, bro, right? Like you buy a tool like that, because think about it. It's kind of hard to do the money in formula with that, because even if you can still do it, but because you already know that you're gonna have jobs in the future as well, it don't make sense if you do it. And you already have the money to buy this tool, so the money in formula only applies to a person that would. Because look, if I want to do that same job, if I want to do an outdoor shower for somebody or something like that, and say I have the knowledge to do it, but I just don't have the money to do it, right? To use the money in formula on that, I would take a deposit from the person, and I wouldn't even do anything crazy. I would just take the deposit. I would go rent a press tool, and I would do that same job. And then if I get paid $2,000 for that job, I just go buy a press tool. I just go buy one.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
And I'll just get more.
That's a good way to work.
That's how you do it.
Yeah.
That's the money in, bro. The money
Yeah.
in is to do everything except spend.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So it's just that's how I look at it, bro. Like once you're not spending, you're in. So I don't really see yeah, I don't see any other like way, bro. I don't see any other way because you doing you doing anything like when you start spending in a bro. Say for instance, you already have your money and shit. So it's like the average guy don't really they can't go buy a 2 grand per stool and then wait on the job. You see me? He don't know how to do that, dog. He need to just get the job and then use the money to buy the 2 grand per stool.
Yo, I would say it's important for people to get into that frame where them at least have money to do some stuff like that. Even if it
Right.
means, if you're focused on that, like even if it means what we used to do, like cutting out on the parties, like making sure, all right, we take care of our thing so we can just get to that next thing that we have to do. Like,
Mm.
don't mess up yourself with something that is just a memory. It doesn't get you to the next step, you know? Like, I get that parties are fun. I get that going out and all this shit is fun. But when you get to the next level and you need to make that move, where are you? You know, like
Mm. Mm.
what's your resources? Where you set up
That's it.
yourself? You know,
All that
if
shit
you
is
want
crazy.
to be on that path, at least.
But I don't know still. It just depends. It just depends on how you want to look at it. If you want to wait a while beforehand, or if you want to wait a while before you can just really get money in, you can. But if not, I wouldn't wait though. I don't like waiting to get money in. Just like getting it
Yeah.
in. Yeah, it make more sense to get it in like that. All right, next topic. Let's move on. So explain the
And
market, explain the stock market move of the NFP or CPI. How do you explain this?
all right, so sweet. This is why I love Grok. Grok is something that
Right,
you can actually ask. So simply, how did the market move from the last CPI report? The last CPI report was actually on Friday, May 10, right?
right,
So it actually shows, in summary, the market's reaction to CPI reports is complex and depends on various factors, including the actual inflation numbers. The inflation numbers actually came up, I think, a little bit higher because of energy. So the market's reaction is primarily driven by expectations of future interest rate movements by the Federal Reserve. The CPI report shows higher than expected inflation, which means this year we probably might not get any rate cuts. We might just have same rates or rate hikes, even though we've
mm,
had increased rate hikes, like the drastic increase over the past year. So that's actually bad for the market, and the market reacted to that. You can actually see where Grok is saying the Nasdaq 100. I'm using that as a marker for the market because that makes up
right.
most of the tech stocks in America, and it actually moved up 1.32%. So if you actually go to, you see that report, the last report, um, when was the last report? The last report, I believe, probably 8:30, and you can actually see that move on the NAS 100. You can see, if you look down below here, each candle is an hour. So this candle was actually the CPI move. So the market actually digested the news, went up before we had like a huge sell-off at 2 p.m.
Whoa, bro, that's a crazy sell off, bro. Like, is that like the entire market selling?
This is the NAS
What?
100. So you would have Tesla selling, Apple selling, Amazon, Microsoft, like a huge chunk of the market going down at one time.
Wow. So
You
how?
can, you can,
Yo, that's a
what were you
crazy.
saying?
Yeah,
See,
but how? Yeah, all right, go ahead, go ahead.
what? No, go ahead. What were you asking?
Yeah, or so mean is like a bunch of people who own Apple stocks, like Amazon stocks. They're all selling at the same time.
Yeah, everybody for whatever reason, because they can take a while, interpret the data, interpret the news, like how they
Right.
want to position themselves after that, and just sell off the market from there.
That's
But this is where we're actually at right now. And the market is actually open in China. And you have like small price movement. Yeah. So the market is actually open, and you'll see that going to tomorrow's trading session. The next thing I want to talk about, and tell me how you think about this. People are very hesitant when it comes to, oh, this is the drive-through gas station. I don't know if you've ever seen.
drive to gas
People
station.
don't, yeah, you just drive through and they kind of hand
What
you.
the hell, bro? Where
It's
is
in
this,
Ohio. It's in Ohio.
bro? That just look like you just drive by a thief, some shit, bro. Just
Nah, you drive through it.
you just drive by a thief, some shit. I just cut. But how you check out? How do you check out though?
There's a guy there, and he'll probably come and take your card.
No, that's crazy, bro. Like just seeing that shit, like nothing.
Yeah.
Insane.
So, I notice a lot of people hesitant when it comes to this. Like, when it comes to a business, would you rather to use somebody else's money to kind of push your business, or would you rather borrow money or leverage somebody else's money to push your business, or leverage
Well,
people's time, leverage people's assets for your business?
mm, well, it always make more sense to use other people's money, but it just depends. It just depends because, say for instance, you don't want. All right, majority of the time you have a person with the knowledge but no money. It's
Mm-hmm.
very rare when you have the person with the knowledge and money. Very, very rare. So one of those combinations or one of those factors in that situation, it kind of make it really make a lot more sense if you utilize somebody else's money, because
Mm-hmm.
at the same time, when you use your own money, you would be more emotional towards certain things. When you have in your own money at risk, you're literally
Mm-hmm.
more emotional towards things. When you know it's somebody else's money, you just be like, all right, yep, I can go all the way right now. But
Mm-hmm.
so that I would say, like, even if you have the money to do the thing, it just depends though, because if you can make it make sense for the investor, or if it's just a clear win-win scenario, then
Mm-hmm.
of course, bro, like you definitely use the other person's money. But if it's not a win-win clear shot, which is you can't see the finish line. It's hard to see the finish line in this situation. I would just say, bro, you have to bootstrap this shit. Bootstrapping mean you just use your own money, because
Mm-hmm.
it's just how what value are you bringing to the person? How can this help them? So if
Mm-hmm.
you want to use another person's money, always think about it. Like, is this helping me more or is this helping the person more? When I
Mm-hmm.
want other person's money, to be honest, bro, like even though it's my idea, my plan, and everything, I make it make more sense for them than even me. You understand? Like, because if it make more sense for me than them, what's the point? Like, why should I give you my money for your selfish thing? You understand?
Mm-hmm.
You get me? So this is just the secret where a lot of people don't realize when it come on to using other people's money. Is just that you want to use somebody else's money, but it cannot make more sense for you than them. So that's what I use to choose whose money am I using. Because if this thing benefit me more than the next person, I won't even ask them for their money, bro. Honestly, like I won't ask them for their money because it wouldn't even. It seems selfish to me. Very, very
Mm-hmm.
selfish. It's just that I know, for because look, I would give up more of a company that I have if it's being invested in by somebody else. I would give up more of the company. Like, say for instance, if I have a company, I would only keep like 51%. So
Mhm.
I would keep 51%. That's just 1% to just guarantee that I'm the boss, right? That's the
Mhm.
only thing. So the 51% is all. That 49%, they can have it. And that's like a life-changing amount of money, bro, right? 49% of anything is literally life-changing. But I would give that shit up just to make the deal happen with the money. You get me? Because even right now, I'm like, you have no idea, bro. Bunch of stuff I give up to make shit happen because
Mhm.
it just don't make sense now. It don't make sense now until you see the whole plan play out. It has to make sense. It just has to make
Mhm.
sense. That's the only way.
Mhm.
And then that's what you use to like leverage a business. But I look at it like this: if I meet somebody else that can provide me with sweat energy,
Mhm.
or say they can provide me with more time than money, right?
Mhm.
The time is
More of
valuable
the.
just as valuable to me. Yeah, like if I have a partner that can just provide me with more time than money,
Then that's like an
right?
employee, or
He's an employee, but also what if you have a partner which is like an actual partner that he don't have the money to go in on you with the business. He just
Mhm.
have his brain power and time to do it.
Mhm.
He can still be a partner, He
Yeah.
can still be a partner. It's just that because if once you start consider that person to be an employee, what they're gonna do is they're gonna work like an employee. You
Mhm.
understand?
Mhm.
When somebody knows that they're also a co-owner of a thing,
Mhm.
they basically try their best to just make it work because they're like, oh shit, this is my company as well.
Mhm.
You understand? But once they realize that,
Yeah.
oh, I just work for you, you're just a working guy, then that just don't make sense. Like they're just going to do the bare minimum of what they need to do. You understand? So that's why
Mhm.
even right now, whoever work for me, I try to give them just as much power as me, bro. It don't even matter. Like I try my best
Mhm.
to just give them just as much power for let them know that okay, if you're working for me, it doesn't have to be I'm the boss. If you see some shit, tell me. Tell me what I need to do because if I'm the boss always, I don't know everything. And you might just be an employee and just like, oh yeah, I'm just an employee. Like I'm not gonna really say shit. This is not my business.
Mhm.
But if I empower you to also be the boss as well, you now care just as much as I do because if it fail, you fail. And you
Yes.
understand? So that's how I look at it. I want it to be like that for whoever work for me or whoever I do anything with. But when you come on
Mhm.
to stuff like that, you just have to think critical. So let's move on. All right. So the next topic. So you
So
said
hold
the
on.
lecture.
So I was speaking about leverage in business. So in
Yeah.
something that I'm trying to do a bit more of is trading and trying to make that
Mm,
my main source of income. So this is how you can get leverage in trading. And I'm not sure how long this is gonna stay around if it's a feasible business model for them. But these are
right.
called prop firms. And if you can show your skill, they're able to actually fund you to trade their capital and you get a profit split. So this is actually
Oh,
prop firm match, and it's like a consolidator of all the prop firms that are out there right now.
yeah.
So if you're somebody who you only trade gold, so you want to trade commodities or you only trade oil, you can click commodities. So you want to just get a start, you just want a $5,000 account, you can click
Yeah.
5,000, and then there's different number of steps. This is instant where you have to meet a certain threshold and then you get a funded account, or one step, which is probably you have to meet a threshold and then probably one more challenge, then you get another funded account. So let's actually show
Yeah.
you one step, and then you search and it actually shows you literal crypto trading prop firms that are out right now, how much they charge, what are their rules.
Yeah.
And this is so untapped because it's like, say you are a broke trader in some faraway country, like your currency isn't good, if you're
Right.
able to trade, you can literally get up to millions in prop firm capital just from your skill,
Wow.
which I think
Wow.
is like a huge opportunity for anybody who has the skill.
So
And
if you should rate your skill level out of 10, what is it at based on your experience
to
and the
rate
time that
my
you trade?
skill level now,
Yeah, out
I
of
would give
10,
myself a 4 out of 10.
4 to 10. So
Four.
all right, so if you give yourself a 4 to 10 now, for you to make trading your primary source of income, right?
Mhm.
How long do you think that, and what strategy do you have to like, because when something is your primary source, it means that there's no, that's the thing that's paying your stuff, like that's
Mhm.
the thing that is supposed to pay your stuff. So
Mhm.
how guaranteed can you make, how do you make yourself guaranteed, knowing that your expense guaranteed, but you need to make your income guaranteed as well, when trading sometimes can be such a volatile thing.
Well, I think that's you have to probably step back from that because there are actually people that trade for a living at
Mm.
prop firms like prop desks. Have you ever seen trading desks where people go in to work and trade? There's actually people that do that. And if you can find an edge and a strategy that works for you, you don't have to be right all the time. But if you're right 60 to 50% of the time, and whenever you're right, you make more than you lose, there's a higher probability of you coming out on top. And then when I said trading, I wouldn't just do trading alone. I would actually do trading related either education or services to kind of
Yeah.
diversify. But for the main point, I would definitely want to have an edge that's executable, scalable, and just build from there. But
Because what I've been seeing now,
mhm,
where I don't know if just an internet thing or what, but and I've seen, I watched a couple of traders like podcast and stuff,
mhm,
and they said the money they make from teaching trading is more,
is more.
yeah, it's more like, not more, it's more are like consistent. Like they're sure they're getting that money.
Yeah.
Yeah, that money is guaranteed. Versus,
Mhm,
or say for instance, say I have a YouTube channel and you teach trading, or
mhm,
say actually work at one of those firms or someplace that it, or say you're working at a like some business hire you to train their traders, right?
yeah.
And that business is paying you consistently every week. You get a paycheck every week from them just to teach trading.
Yeah.
So you're doing the thing you love, but even if the market, whatever the market does, like if you have a bad day in trading, if you have a bad week, if you have a bad month, you still get a consistent paycheck from the teaching of the thing, right?
Mhm,
Versus like actually just not teaching the thing, not doing anything, just trading, and then
mhm,
you have a bad month. And once you have a bad month, no, your bills never had a bad month. Your bills had a good month. Your bills coming in the right time, the right way,
mhm,
yeah, all that shit. But then now you have a bad month in trading.
mhm.
How would you go about that if trading alone is your primary source of income?
Well, it would be my primary, but if I leave myself hanging with just only one source of income, that would be
Yeah,
my fault then, because that's just me doing poor money management at that point.
that's
Leaving
fact.
myself just where that's my only income and I don't do anything else to have a backstop would be my my mistake there. Or
So,
just what you're saying sounds like, all right, I'm trading. I have 1 month of bad trades and I'm broke.
mm,
Well, that
no,
would mean
no, it's just, you can have unforeseen things that come up.
mhm,
And say for instance, something just hit you like without, Yeah, something hit you with it, you weren't expecting that, and it
You
just
shouldn't be losing more than your stop loss.
mm, that, and your stop loss is what you can like afford, basically.
Afford to lose within a
Afford to.
day, a time period. So if you really have a bad 2 weeks where you're losing, say, how much? 40 trades there. At
Right,
that point, you probably should either take a step back or reduce your risk so you have more time to recover. So if you're taking $200 trades there, you reduce to $100 per trade or $50 per trade,
right.
extending your time to recover and actually re-looking at trading. Because I think with trading that I realize everybody makes money from trading if you actually trade. Like you always make money, but then do you take it out at 2 times your risk? Do you take it out at 3 times your risk? Do you always let the trade come back on you? Like every single person that trades is able to enter, make money. But at what point do you take profits? At what point do you decide that, okay, I'm wrong, I'm losing on this trade, let me stop, let me reevaluate the time that I'm entering the trade, what am I looking at while I'm entering this trade? And are you educating yourself? Because you gotta actually reach out to other traders, work on your strategy. There's a lot of work to be done. So if you're
True.
just losing, maybe take a step back, re-educate yourself, look from a non-biased point of view, talk to people. There's a lot to be done, I would say. It's a very competitive market because there's a lot of people doing it. There's a lot of people. It's very easy to try and trade, but then
Right.
only people are making it. And there are also persons consistently just doing their thing on the back end. I'm actually in a group, and you would be surprised at how many traders are just regular people making 7K in a day. Just normally, nobody don't know any of these guys. Regular
Mm,
people, 19-year-olds, yeah, just made 9K, 7K on a 200K account, like nothing.
wow.
So there's
But
a lot going on the back end.
that just go all right. So I didn't want to ask you this though. What was your just fuck it, I'm going all in moment when you come on to trading? Because, say for instance, me now with the business that I do, my all in moment was when I got my first deposit from the thing,
Mhm.
and I'm like, oh shit, I just make money on this. So you tell me I can rent a car and I can make money on that. So what was your all in moment where you can be like, hmm, like I just make money on trading. I just gonna do this. What if I do this then?
Yeah, I
What?
mean, many times I've made money in trading, so that was kind of proof of concept.
No,
But
your
then
first time. But what was your first time? Your first time when you say you
I
prove the
don't know,
concept.
man. I've made a lot of trades. You can't ask me that.
Yeah.
I've made thousands of trades, thousands, guaranteed,
So,
thousands, thousands of options trade, thousands of regular Nasdaq 100 trades, like
so
easily.
you feel like you reached 10,000 trades it?
I don't, not 10,000, but more than 2,000 guaranteed. Because I even see it on my taxes, just the options and stuff like that.
Right. Right.
Yeah,
So
so
when you get to 10,000 trades, you probably can like you can see the trades from before you even enter.
you can see something, and then just documenting is a big part of trading, I believe, as well.
Right.
And I watch a lot of traders, and they actually say you have to document, look at what you do wrong every single day, and kind of fine tune yourself there
Hmm.
as it goes ahead.
So you feel like you could teach somebody to get up to the level that you're at right now?
Yeah, but a lot of people not listening. So when I believe once I'm able to prove my track record a bit more, it's funny on my YouTube channel, I've actually taken accounts from close to completely breaking it out into profits. I've gotten funded on YouTube live. Like I have every single video showing every
Right.
single trade, getting funded, getting a payout from funding pips. And
Yeah.
It's just gonna take like, I'm guaranteed, just like those clickbaity stuff where it's like, I made 5K in trading today. Once I scale to that, it's gonna be easy to attract people and for them to listen and say, what he has done is exactly what I want to achieve. Let me just listen to him. But until I really have more of the proof of concept, it's hard to convince somebody that what I'm saying is right. Right now, I'm more break even. I'm not blowing the accounts, but I'm break even, taking some profits. But until I get that scale where it's like, wow, that's what I would want to achieve. Right now, for me to tell someone, all right, I make $100 in a day or $200 in a day, it's not mind blowing. But until it gets to like $1,000, $5,000, it starts to get to bigger numbers where people are like, "Whoa, let me get that," and it's sad.
But it's what that's very sad to me because all right, if you tell me you make $200 in a day, that's mind blowing to me because if you work a job that's $20 an hour, it 5 hours is like long, bro. And
Nobody wants to hear that.
and you take 10 hours to make 10 hours is the entire fucking day we have, and you're doing that at some bullshit job, and I'm making that from one click.
Yeah.
How is that not a big deal? Like, I don't understand.
More people don't want to hear that. All right. I even
What?
spoke to somebody about this recently, and
Crazy.
I can explain this right now. Tell me how simple it sounds to you. And if you look on my charts on the YouTube, my max risk is about $20 per trade. My target is like $100. Sometimes it blows up to like 300, 500. My max risk is 20. I can lose probably $40. Someone saying why I don't risk more than the 20. If I risk more than the 20, it's gonna take me more than 40 trades to blow my account. So I break it down to how long it would take for me to lose this entire account.
Insane.
And even if I don't do that, if I start having a lot of bad trades, cool, I can go down to $10 per trade, and that would actually extend my time horizon, allowing me to recover.
Wow, that's insane.
Yeah.
That's insane. But even all right, so one of my friend, he works in New York, and he works on that trading street. I don't know what they do.
Wall Street.
But I don't. Yeah,
I don't
one of
know.
those places. One of those places. He works at one of those places, bro. It's the place with the bull. There's a bull. He passed the bull every day.
Yeah.
So you know that place in New York?
Yeah, I'm not sure of the name.
Yeah, but it's just he'd go in and do trading for a living, you know.
That's his job, right?
That's his job. But
yeah,
he don't get he get a commission when he makes big trades and stuff like that. But his real money is his paycheck, bro. His paycheck is where his money come from. Like, yeah, he make money when he make good trades and like make the commissions, but it's his base pay that he really depends on for his real shit.
Really?
So I'm just like, and I think this guy consider himself as good, you know.
Really?
Yeah, he's on the island too, bro. He's on the island. So I'm gonna let you see this guy. Him black. What is this guy name again, bro? And on the side, his second job is life insurance. That's his second job, life insurance. And
he's a short, slim guy, and he has like a mohawk.
He's not a mohawk. In black, and him living in New York, and him. I don't remember his name, bro. He has a house on the island. His mom gave him a house on the island. Yeah. So this guy lived directly in New York, but it's just when I see these things, bro, I'm just like, when I talk to him about that, about the trading stuff, and the way him talk, bro, him just tell me straight up, man, like, I do the trading stuff, but my paycheck is where it's at. Like, I can be sure of my paycheck coming in every week. And sometimes I'm like down in the trades. I'm like really down. So I'm just like, Yeah, I just feel like you're probably like if you're going in on trading like that, I just feel like once you get up to like making some millions,
Mhm.
it just snowball. It just snowball. Once you find a strategy that you know, okay. But when I see this stuff, bro, I'm just like, damn, like it's so hard because especially me in business, bro, I, it's volatile sometimes. Sometimes it's volatile, very very volatile, and I'm like, yo, if your mind not strong and ready, and if
Mhm.
you're not ready for diversifying other ways, you could just get blam. So
Mhm.
that's just kind of crazy. But
Mhm.
but what else you think? What do you have any other topics on here?
So the only thing I wanted to talk about is and see where you land is just that you know that the election is coming up and there are certain things that the government is gonna like ponder on where it's
Right.
like crypto is a real thing now where the government is gonna be like the next president kind of has to be like I'm pro crypto because all the
Yeah.
regular people have crypto. The people in the politics have crypto too, so they're like they're gonna use that as like a play to say
Mm,
vote for me because I'm for crypto
mm,
and
mm.
weed
But yo,
laws
all
as
right.
well.
So in next week episode, bro, I really want us to buy some crypto on here. I want
Like
to buy some.
crypto.
I
You can
go.
do
I
it
go
on
and buy
your
some
account.
crypto.
Okay,
I go
good.
buy some crypto with my account. We go
Nice.
buy some crypto with my account. Buying some shit coins on here, dog, and then hold the devil.
Okay, okay, okay. Not bad. Not bad.
So I think that's crazy. We could get in, and then we could actually do that.
Okay, that's dope.
Yeah, I probably won't get into just art. We can just look at the charts at some of the weird coins are actually going crazy right now, and
Yeah.
just see where it lands us, bro. But I think that's it so far, then, right?
Yeah, bro, we're good.
Well, that's crazy. So, what I really want you guys to do is I really hope you guys like this episode. And the first part was my favorite when we actually go over this type of foods and stuff like that. If you really want us to go in depth on some of these things, we really can. Just give us suggestions on what you think. And if you disagree or agree with any of our things that we talk about here, but yeah, we going to constantly try to keep you guys up to date on what's really taking place on this planet, and like what's really happening out here, bro. So I feel like once we get used to coming back here every week, coming back on each episode, and you can get to understand where we coming from, understand how our mindset works.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like this podcast will snowball. But thanks
Yeah.
again. Like and subscribe to this channel. Send your friend. Send somebody who you feel like would value this information because this stuff is very niche, dog. Like you really have to be like, you really have to give a shit. And it's like people who don't realize that you probably send it to somebody and you find it boring, but it's not for him. Another guy who really knows this shit gonna be like, oh fuck, it's a gold mine. You
Mm-hmm.
understand? It's a gold mine. So if you send this to somebody and they don't fuck with it, it just means it's not for him. He's not ready. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
That's just what it is. But thank you guys so much. I'll see you in the next one.